Do not fight the call.
Let your magic recover!
You will be mine. Do not fight the call.
Bet I never saw that coming.
Join us, traveler. Feel the call.
some. Big Beck. That was a bit of a warm-up. That one put up a fight, didn't they? Be careful. You'll be disappointed if you've come to visit Valinesti. The walking city is still missing, and something's amiss in the valley. Take my advice and leave while you can. Rothless and I hoped this would be the year Valinesti returned to its summer site. We found nothing but a hole in the ground at first. Then, a few days ago, we saw flashes of lightning in the valley. We thought it might be a sign the city was returning. When we got closer, we felt uncomfortable, unable to breathe. And then the lightning hit Rothless, so we retreated. What do you think's going on in the valley? I noticed peculiar standing stones. They weren't here last year. I'll bet they've got something to do with whatever's happening. If more of the faithful come to the summer site, they could walk...
What do you want? That's close enough, stranger. Why do you approach Deepwoods? True enough, you don't look like a houndsman. We used to have a regular influx of pilgrims to Deepwoods to pray at the Shrine of the Green Lady, that is, until recently. They say werewolves took the Green Lady's sister Lonwen in the night. Now the townsfolk are too scared to wander far from the village. Trithane Nilara could use more help with this if you're interested. Trithane Nilara may be praying at the Green Lady's shrine in the middle of the village. She tried to convince people to search for Lonwen, but we're not strong enough to face a pack of werewolves or... going to. As I've already told the others, we must look for Lonwayan soon, or there's no hope of finding her. Who will tell the Green Lady her sister's gone then? Who? Praise Ifrit. This means a lot to me. Lonwayan hasn't returned from her hunt. When she goes out, she normally returns the following morning with her kill, but we haven't seen or heard from her in days. Lonwayan's husband, Haron, had it out with Oreneth and Ungiris. I prayed more would help find Lonwayan, but we've seen both werewolves and houndsmen near. Lonwayan usually hunts near the Southern Falls. That's where Haron said they'd start to search. If she encountered a foe, she might have lost her entire quiver defending herself. I'd keep an eye out for arrows and follow any signs of struggle. Thank you. It would be a shame if we were to lose two of the Green Lady's relatives to the houndsman in one shot. Ifrit guide you. You there. Are the houndsmen gone? Shh, they'll hear you. I think so. The werewolves attacked as we followed this trail. One of the beasts knocked my blade out of my hand and nearly took off my head before I fled. I hope Haron got away. We found her backpack and a few personal items at the falls, but nothing more. And then, the werewolves ambushed us along the trail. It connects to an old path leading to Hircine's shrine, but I haven't been that way in ages. It makes sense the houndsmen might set up camp there. I saw a few more arrows and corpses along the path, so maybe Lonwayan held her own. Good luck. May Ifrit guide you.
Come no closer until you stated your business. Ah, good. Werewolves attacked us. I wounded a few of the beasts and got away, but not before they tore into Ungiris. I hoped these houndsmen might hold clues, but nothing. Have you seen Oreneth? Is she safe? Praise Ifrit. I told her this search might prove dangerous, but she wouldn't hear me. She and Lonwayan are cousins, and blood runs deep. No, these shafts are Lonwayan's handiwork. Only she and the Green Lady could weave such sweet death with her bow. I've seen too many of her arrows. She might have used the last on these three fools. The houndsmen have come and gone from the campsite near the old shrine to Hircine. If you'll search the camp, I'll do my best to track the patrols. One or the other will lead us to Lonwayan. There's a small alcove nearby, an old hermit's den. I'll wait for you there. Bond, I'll be with you, friend. bows led me in circles. It was a complete waste of time. Have you found anything? This bow goes everywhere with Lonwyn. She wouldn't give it up willingly. It was an engagement gift from her father. There's only one cave nearby which might serve to hide her. It's not far. Kirathor must die for what he's done. To kidnap the Green Lady's sister, my wife. The fool condemned himself by his actions. Let's go to the cave, and good. I hope Lonwyn is unharmed.
What a sight! Oh, I can't wait to write home about this. I really don't like your odds. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Lonwyn, my love. Thank the gods you're alive.
I'm well enough to walk. Let's get out of here.
We need to get back to Deepwoods before the cave fills with werewolves or houndsmen. She says she's all right. We should get moving. Lonwyn's been through enough battles to know her limits. Lead on. We'll be right behind you.
Home at last. I can't thank you enough for saving us. Haran and I need to rest now. Please tell Trite and Nalara we're home safely. Stop by to see us before you leave town, and thank you. Ifra bless you.
You've returned? Does this mean Lonwyn is safe? Joyous news. The Green Lady must hear of this. I sent a Jackspur scout to her when Oreneth returned, and now we must send another with this report. You've done us a service, and have our deepest gratitude. We'll never be able to thank you enough. You've done us all a service rescuing Lonwyn. Would you like to hear more about her sister, the Green Lady? I wanted to give you a short tour of our holy sites. Deepwoods is home to the last two Green Ladies, and some say the first as well. Pilgrims often visit our village to pay homage to the shrine of the Green Lady. It's the most sacred site in Deepwoods, and the reason the first villagers chose this site. Come with me. I'll show you the shrine and tell you more of our history. Here we are. The very embodiment of the Green Lady can be seen in this ancient tree. Yes, some say this is the grave of the first Green Lady, lost to time before the Green Pact. Others believe the tree is the first Green Lady herself. All agree this place is sacred and a blessed site of Ifre. The falls, where the current Green Lady Gwaring risked her life to save a friend. I can reveal a bit of the story with the blessing Spinner Aldor taught me. It's a little dangerous with the werewolves and houndsmen about, but they're no match for you.
If you're going to kill bugs, at least kill fetcher flies.
Here we are. This is where the current Green Lady saved her friend as a young girl. Shall I start the blessing? Ifrit, confer your blessing upon this place, that we might behold the bravery of the Green Lady. Illusions. The blessing reveals a spiritual imprint left at this place. Ifrit has blessed us with this memory to show us the spirit of true courage and self-sacrifice. Gwaring and Ulthorn, her constant companion, often played here as children. One day a starved pack of Sench tigers came along and circled the pair. Ulthorn suffered with fear, but Gwaring stood fast. Gwaring picked up a bone and growled like a tiger herself. Then she gave them what for until they surrendered. I came along just as they ran off. Ulthorn was quite embarrassed of his inaction, but remained proud of Gwaring. Let's go to the archery range. It's just up the hill. Watch out for those werewolves. There are so many of them. I hope the Green Lady sends us help to disperse them. This range brings back memories. Everyone from the village learned how to use a bow in this very place. Ifrit, confer your blessings upon this place, that we might behold the skill of the Green Lady. Yes, as a child. Gwaring practiced archery here with her friend Ulthorn and sister Lonwen. She outstripped them from the very first day. That's when her Aunt Fenoriel, the previous Green Lady, saw her potential. To be the next Green Lady, of course. Her next feat all but confirmed it. Ulthorn thought he'd showed her. He'd been having lessons for a year or so before she and Lonwen came along. Gwaring's first arrow split his in two. Her second the same. She never missed. Ever. Angry. Not he. When he saw her skill, he'd forgot he'd meant to show off and instead gloated about her prowess as if he'd taught her himself. He was always proud of her and loved her. He grew up and learned the hard way that one doesn't always get what one wants, or is promised. They'd been betrothed, but when she was chosen as the Green Lady, Ulthorn was forced to step aside. The Green Lady always weds the Sylvanar. To love someone so strongly, only for them to be taken away is a hard thing for any mer to learn. He left Deep Woods to seek his fortune elsewhere. In any case, we should continue our tour. Let's return to the village. That's where Gwaring's greatest moment took place. There's an area near the shrine where our people gathered to watch. Here we are, back where we began. Isn't it amazing how often we travel to distant places, only to end up right where we started? Ifrit, confer your blessing upon this place, that we might behold the glory of the Green Lady. The Green Lady is the personification of the feral side of our people. Here you see part of the scene when Gwaring was revealed by Ifrit. Yes, once her Sylvanar died on Kanathi's roost, Fenariel vanished. The priests and spinners searched for any sign. When they could not find her, they came to Deepwoods to pray for guidance at the Green Lady's shrine. As the priests and spinners prayed, Gwaring came to the shrine to join them. When she touched the shrine to offer her prayers, the tree began to glow, and she rose into the air, revealed as the Blessed Green Lady before the assembled faithful. Indeed, her glory was revealed, and all Gwaring's experiences and talents must have been ordained by Ifrit to prepare her for this ascension. The Green Lady represents our feral flesh, while the Sylvanar is the spiritual. Both are chosen by Ifrit for the common good of our people. Their union is sacred, and we are... I'm always happy to share our stories. It's the least I could do to thank you for saving me from those werewolves. We're proud of our history in Deep Woods.
My father was right. I should never have married a Khajiit. I wanted to see the